Hi, today's story is The Miller, His Son, and Their Donkey. This is an Aesop's fable. Aesop was an ancient Greek storyteller, and in his stories, all the main characters were animals. And each story presents a lesson or a moral that he would like his listeners or readers to think about. So let's see what the lesson is in this book The Miller, His Son, and Their Donkey. One day a miller set off for the market riding his donkey. His son came walking along behind him. Soon they met a musician. "What an unkind father you are," he said. "How can you make the poor boy walk while you ride? You're bigger and stronger than him." So the miller and his son changed places. After a while they met a farm worker eating his lunch. "You lazy boy," he said. "Fancy you riding and making your poor old father walk. You've got younger legs." So the miller climbed onto the donkey's back, and father and son both rode for a mile or so. Then they met an old man who shouted at them, "How can you be so cruel to that donkey? Two people on one poor weak animal? Get down at once or I'll knock you down with my stick." So they both got down, and all three walked for a stretch, with the father on the right, the son on the left, and the donkey in the middle. Then they met a traveler. He laughed when he saw them. "What funny fellows you are," he said. "Why should all three of you walk when one could ride?" So the miller and his son tied the donkey's legs together and carried him between them, slung from a strong branch. But that was so uncomfortable for the donkey that he wrenched himself free and kicked both the miller and the son so hard that the son flew right up in the air and came down in a mud pit, and the father landed face down in a heap of straw. Happy at last, the donkey kicked up his heels and trotted away. And the moral of this story? You can never please everyone. So what do you think? Was that a good lesson for our story? It's hard to please everyone all the time. Enjoy your day, everyone.